But honey, at them factories, they be getting it in the parking lot too. That's what I heard. That's just what I heard. That's just what I heard. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. Y'all, I used to write with both hands because I was just smart like that. Or maybe I just didn't know my left from my right. Y'all, I didn't know my left from my right for a periodically long time.
A long periodically time.
Dang, which one? Which side is the right side? Hey y'all, my name is Seisha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Makeup and Messy Storytime, and this is in fact a messy story time. If you have noticed, I only have one set of lashes on. That means you didn't watch the first installment for today. So you need to go back and watch the other one, and that's gonna be tagged somewhere up here, and then we'll go, jump back in right here. This one, I think it's a couple of videos, like it's a series. I did listen to some of it, and like I said, it is in fact a crazy, messy story time. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Cause what? What are we doing here? If you want to be a cousin, you need to subscribe to the channel. Cause what's better than friends? Cousins. Exactly. All right, let's get to the story time.
Insanity. Okay, my friend just shared with me what might be the craziest story I've ever heard, and it's literally a pseudo not to share with the internet. So let's use a pseudo name and call my friend Susie. Susie has been working in downtown Toronto for the last 6 months at this really cool startup, and she's absolutely been loving it. About 6 months ago when she started, she called me and was like, oh my god, my boss is like so cute. He's like this young, charismatic guy. And I was like, okay, Susie, I don't know if I would do that, maybe admire from afar, but whatever, live your life.
My philosophy: do not mix work with play. Do not shit where you eat. Okay. But some people like to take that leap. Me, I don't. I gotta come. This is where I make money, and you're not going to interrupt my money on. But hey, to each their own. If you're hard-headed and you haven't gone to the previous video to see what we're doing, normally I use lashes like these. These are okay. They do the job, but lately I've just been looking like, oh, I got some lashes on. Honey, ooh, you can break these in half. I accidentally broke that one in half. These ones are kind of wide, and I like them. I saw them on TikTok, and I also found them on Amazon, so I'll list them down below. But they thick. Thick. Like me. Where's my glue? Yeah, I like that little seductive, sultry. I bought the kit that had the 14 through 18 millimeter, thinking that was gonna be the perfect one for me. So far, so good, but those 18s are not 18s whatsoever. They're not. They are not. They're more like, I don't know, like 22s. It's weird. But like I will say it's like a really, really well constructed lash. But this is where being ambidextrous would have come in handy. Thanks, Grandma. Y'all, I used to write with both hands because I was just smart like that. Or maybe I just didn't know my left from my right. Y'all, I didn't know my left from my right for a periodically long time. I don't know. It just, nobody ever said, oh, Seisha, you need to know. This is your left, this is your right. They were like, read this book, take this test, take this test, take this test. You're in the gifted program. I'm in the 5th grade and I still don't know my left from my right. I just did. It just, I don't know. Nobody ever asked me, okay? Judge your mama. So let me tell y'all how I figured it out. I think we were in 5th grade. I was in 5th grade. My cousin, he's like 2 years younger than me. And we were going trick-or-treating. And I think my aunt said, get out on the right side of the car. I'm like, dang, which one? Which side is the right side? And my cousin, he just jumped and went out the right side. I was like, dang, he younger than me. He knows this. He knows the difference between his left and his right. It's crazy. So I used to write with my left hand. Yes, I used to write with my left hand and my right hand. But my handwriting, regardless, was atrocious. And I used to go to my grandma's house after school sometimes, and she was like, "You need to pick a hand." And I'm like, "What you mean?" She's like, "Your handwriting is bad, and you got to pick a hand." So I picked the right hand. Which if I had known what I know now, I should have told my mom and my daddy. Because guess what? My mama and my daddy are left-handed. They are. And my brother is left-handed. So I was supposed to be left-handed. And that would have helped tremendously when it came to sports. But yeah, that's how I became right-handed. And that's how I eventually learned my right from my left. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Even into my adulthood, like sometimes I have to like think about it. Like, oh, not now. Like my young adulthood. I was like, which side is my right? Which side is my left? Oh, you're right. Which your right? Yeah, I just didn't know. Okay, they was focused on the wrong thing. They were. I'm gonna blame them. They were like, you know, you need to take this test. Okay, we're gonna send you to this school. Okay, you're gonna, you know, be a part of this program. Okay, we're gonna send you here to this camp. You know. So to all the parents out there, it's, you know, it's cool if your kids are smart, but you also need to make sure they know the difference between their left and their right. I've talked long enough. Let's get back to the story.
Inevitably, now 6 months later, let's call him, this is her boss, let's call him Andrew. Susie and Andrew are running off into the sunset. They're living their best life. They're doing trips to Miami, New York. So they're like fully a thing. Yesterday, Susie gets called into HR and she calls me and like, oh my God, Nicolette, they know. I'm like, they don't know. There's literally no way they know. He wouldn't let it happen. They don't know. It could be anything. Don't worry about it. Just go. She goes to this meeting and the HR person is like, Susie, have a seat. Thanks so much for coming. We absolutely love your energy. We love what you're bringing to the team. The only thing is your performance just isn't quite where it needs to be and would have expected it to be in 6 months. And she's like, what the fuck? So, for context, Andrew is the only one, it's her direct report. There's no other person that would be judging her performance. So she's like, Andrew told HR to pull me into a meeting to say that my performance, like there's no way that my boyfriend's just done this to me. Like worst Valentine's Day present ever. Like what the hell? So she leaves the meeting and it's a bit like, hey, I'm so confused. She's sitting at her desk. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna like confide in my colleague who started like around the same time as her, like another girl. I'm gonna like talk to her about it. So they go out for sushi and she's sitting there. Let's call her Melissa. And she's like, Melissa, the craziest thing just happened. I'm gonna tell you because whatever, I trust you. But like, I've been sleeping with Andrew for like 6 months now. We're fully a thing, we're a couple, like, and he just like had HR pull me in to say my performance is bad. Like, don't you think that's kind of like weird? And Melissa's like, what do you mean? And she's like, yeah, like I just came from the HR office. And she's like, no. What do you mean you're sleeping with Andrew? And she's like, oh, yeah, I know, but like, it's not like we're actually like a thing. Like, it's not. And Melissa's like, no. What do you mean you're sleeping with Andrew? Because I'm sleeping with Andrew. And I've been sleeping with Andrew for the last 6 months.
Let me tell you something. I didn't realize like Andrew was her boss. Now you know better. That is your subordinate. Why are you sleeping with her? So, you know, his ethics are on the lower end of the totem pole. Because, sir, you know better. Like, stop playing. Now you're sleeping with both of them. Andrew, honey. No.
My friend's like, what? And then Melissa goes, yeah, you know when I went to Miami last weekend? I was with Andrew. I went to Andrew's house in Miami. And then Melissa goes, and then wait, what happened with HR? I just got an invite in my inbox before we came to sushi for a meeting this afternoon with HR, and I'm freaking out. So they're like, okay, whoa. Go to the meeting, see what happens, and then we can see if this is like actually what we think it is. Of course, Melissa goes off to the meeting, sits down, the HR girl goes, thank you so much, we absolutely love your energy, we love everything that you bring to this office, but unfortunately your performance just isn't quite there, so we're gonna put you on, exactly like the conversation with Susie, we're gonna put you on a performance review plan for the next 30 days, and if you don't hit these metrics, then you're out. This guy is fully hiring girls, sleeping with them for 6 months, and then putting them on, when he gets bored, putting them on performance review plans and firing them. So then I'm like, okay, this is insane. And I'm like, send me a picture of Melissa. She shows me a picture of this Melissa girl. I don't know how these two girls didn't put it together. They look identical. No word of a lie. Susie and Melissa could be twins. They're 5'10", super blonde blue eyes. They look like Swedish supermodels. I'm like, we need to go back into the system, look at who has had this job that both of you have in the past. If I was a betting man, I would say they look identical to the both of you. So what do the girls do? They go back into the system, they see who these girls were, they pull up 6 girls that look identical, carbon copy 6 girls that, what do you know it? One was there for 4 months, one was there for 5 months, one was there for 7 months. What? This guy has been working at this company for like 4 years now. I swear to God, this guy has been recycling girls, sleeping with them all at the same time, and then firing them when he gets bored. They're like, we gotta do something. So that's where we're at now. Come back for part 2 on what the new game plan is. Insanity. Insanity.
Ciao. I told y'all. I've never seen where it works out. Like, I've heard maybe one story, but even then, like, I heard it like through social media, like, oh, this is my boss and we fell in love, we couldn't. There's a reason why they say do not sleep with your subordinates. Like, that's an ethics issue. No, absolutely not. But I guess he can get away with it because he doesn't work for a large firm. He works for a startup and the rules tend to be a bit looser. I've always worked for big firms. Always. And that stuff does not fly. Like, I've had colleagues date each other. Even then, I'm like, girl, you sure you want to date him? Because if it don't work out, both of y'all still got to work here. And the job market ain't looking too... So for those of you who don't know how to put on lashes, just, you'll know when you need to, like, stop. Don't put it on the wet part of the inside of your lash part. But honey, I'm really working on trying to get into my influencer bag. I need to stop playing, as my daddy say, stop play pimping. You know, if you're gonna do it, do it. And that's what we're doing. We're working on being an influencer. So I have been posting on YouTube. I've been consistent with YouTube. But, well, I've been semi-consistent with YouTube. I really need to jump into Instagram and TikTok because, but I guess that truly means, like, girl, you out here now. You really, really got to put yourself out here. So when you finish up your lashes, so I put a little bit of glue on my lashes, like half my lashes, and then I'll put those lashes on. Because if you put it on the whole thing, by the time you get to the inside, this part's gonna dry. I have another video showing how I put on lashes, but if y'all want me to, like, do a true tutorial, I will. Because I never thought I would be a lash clusters girl, like, never, ever. I think I like these. It's not exactly what I thought. Let me, before I put, what I'm about to do is put the seal on. And once you put that seal on, like, they're stuck. Like, they get hard, like true lash extensions do. So let me see. I gotta make sure they're in this shape that I want. Cause, like, this one right here is higher than I want it to be. Hold on. Let's get them a little flatter. Do what you're supposed to do. Stop playing with me. But, or maybe I just need to bring them all high. Who knows? Something with this one is wonky. Y'all see it? I'm gonna take it off. Cause no. Okay. I like this eye. So I squeeze them down and truly, like, attach them to my lashes. Maybe that's what I need to do. Okay. You can do this with your hands, or you can do it with your tweezers like this. But yeah, I love doing the lash clusters. I didn't think I was gonna fall in love with it. I thought it was just gonna be a temporary thing until I found a new lash curl. But then I started doing it and I'm like, these are closer to the results that I've been looking for, versus what I've been getting with my lash techs here in Texas. Like I said before, my girl Christian back home in South Carolina, I'll put her link in the description too. But Christian, if I could have packed her up in my suitcase when I came to Dallas, I would have. Because she was just chef's kiss. When I tell you she got it right, sis got it right. I love the way she did my lashes. Okay. Okay. Yep. See? You know, just reassess them before you make it final. Because once you, so this glue that I use, it has the bond on this side and the seal on this side. You want to use the seal, but not too much, because it'll look like you have, like, clear glue on your lashes. What I do is I put them underneath, like, a little bit right here, because these lashes, when you put the glue on, it tends to stick, because, or at least for my lashes, before I put the actual lash on, my natural lashes on the end tend to stick together. So I put it just right underneath where the glue may have seeped through. And then I do not put this the seal on my actual lashes. I try to get it like behind the lash. That way it's like sealed in place. It's not sticky when I put my hands on it after they dry. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I've been looking for. Y'all like them? Tell me what y'all think. And sometimes the seal will get crusty. Try not to get the white part on your lashes, like the crusty part. So we'll put it here. Sometimes I'll put some seal on the bottom lash so that it's not sticking, because if you already had glue on it, they'll start sticking to your top lashes. Not that it's like really hard to get off, but you know, this is more of a nuisance than anything. You know what I mean? So let's do this. See, that has a little crusty on it. Let's go across. There we go. And we are done with our lashes. If I wasn't talking to y'all, I could probably do it quicker, because sometimes if I have like a meeting at work and the meeting is like camera off, I'll just do my lashes. Don't tell them. Do not tell them. Yeah, this is what I've been looking for, y'all. I don't care if y'all don't like them. I love them. The 18s did not work out, but if you like your lashes long and fluffy, they do have a 12 to 25 pack, or I think it might be like 18 to 25. Baby, I'm a professional girl. That is too long for me. Entirely too long. But tell me what y'all think about this story. Have y'all ever dealt with somebody that worked at y'all job? As for me, it's an absolutely not. Honestly, have I even worked with someone that was attractive enough to... I've worked with people that were in a different department, and it never turned anything. It was more like a flirtation thing, but it was never like a thing. But yeah, I do not believe in mixing work with play. Y'all are my coworkers. Like, when I was younger, I became friends with some of them because like we had, you know, softball league and stuff like that, and we'll go out for drinks and stuff. But other than that, absolutely not. Y'all are my coworkers. But that's my thoughts. Y'all, this this is a series. So we're gonna be doing more videos on this one. Y'all gotta give me a little bit of time, because I done built up, you know, a little catalog. I got a bunch of editing to do. But tell me what you think about this one. Y'all be messing with people y'all work with. I know at them factories they do. I've never worked at a factory, and there's no shade to a factory. But honey, at them factories, they be getting it in the parking lot too. That's what I heard. That's just what I heard. It's just what I heard. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. But if you have not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.